All right, it's your girl, Miss Kia, coming at you. Okay, I'm in my units, honey. So, unit one, module one. I am abundant love is unit one. And so, through this unit, we will dive deep. I am the creator and CEO of the Love Initiative group, right? Where we are um, focused on self-love and leadership. That's my area of expertise. And so those are the pillars that I'm going to be those are the pillars I'm going to be coming to you from. And so I just want you to pull out your book. Let's just jump right into it. So first off, I want you to know that you deserve love, okay? Most people go through life feeling undeserving of complete love or not prioritizing their love of their self. No one, no one can love you more than should be loving you more than you love yourself, right? The way that you love yourself will reflect on how people treat you. The way that you love yourself will set the standard and the tone for the love that you actually pour out as well. So a lot of us are pouring from an empty cup. People are doing it every day. That's not feasible. Would you want to grab a cup and it be empty? You go to drink from it, somebody gave it to you, you drink from it and nothing come out? No, we're going to fill up and pour out as a blessing. That is the abundance, right? And abundant love. That's going to be the abundance. And as you fill up everything and your knowledge and the way that you carry yourself, the way that you love on yourself, your awareness, um, all of the things, right? Your steps that you take, right? Your visions, your goals, all those things are going to fill you up, and then you'll pour out. And you might ask yourself, why should I love me first? You must love you first. And I'm so excited that in this day and age, it's more of an open discussion. It's more of an accepted discussion amongst us as a society, as women. Oftentimes, as women, we are the leaders of this world. We've birthed this world. And so we are just natural born leaders. We're going to nurture you. That's the love, right? And then we're going to lead you because that's us teaching you. That's us being the teachers in it. And so you might say, why should I love me first? It has to be a priority. You are not going to be your greatest leader, your greatest self as a leader, right? Without first loving yourself to then be an example. Otherwise, you're what? A hypocrite, right? Otherwise, you are unhealed. Otherwise, you are trauma bonding, even with those that you are assigned to lead or teach. So you want to do this work. Let's just get into it. I want you to say, I love me. Just say it. I love me, right? And you must love yourself first. Healing requires love. That's like even just thinking about it physically, right? If you have an open wound, right, and you leave it untreated, that ain't love. Risk of infection, right? But if I nurture it, I put my sap on it, like my grandma say, right? I do all the things, right? And that's me taking care of it. It's me putting that shea butter on it, putting the stuff on it to prevent the scar, cocoa butter, all the things. Healing requires love. I want you to think about that. It's the foundation of mental health and emotional regulation. Your self-love is. And so your wellness. How many times do we know people that are perfect in the world's eyes, or they're doing amazing? They have great careers, they're on track to do amazing things, and then all of a sudden they have a mental snap or a break. Um, and sometimes they don't recover from that break in their mental health, or even their emotional regulation unregulated. And I've seen it firsthand. I know people literally personally that I've watched have a snap and never really be quite the same again. And so that's the foundation. This is the foundation, right? Because you want to pour out again. You don't want to get from an empty old dusty cup. And like I said, it cannot be empty, period. So I love me. Right. And as you are loving yourself, I want you to remember that you are not your mistakes. You are enough. Everyone is deserving of compassion, including you. So all of the grace, all of the patience, all the forgiveness that we give other people, and we give them chance after chance after chance after chance. Why aren't you giving that to yourself? Why aren't you giving yourself compassion? Why aren't you giving yourself understanding? Why aren't you giving yourself grace? You deserve it. And when you slow down and you take a deep breath and you kind of listen, you do all this work that we're about to go and uncover here, you're going to realize that you're deserving of that. And you're never going to not prioritize that again. I believe it for you. I want you to slow down to do your work. Pace yourself. We're in a busy culture and a busy society. So it says if you're busy, you doing the dang on thing. But if you're not pacing yourself, if you're not here to live and enjoy this thing, how can your people know, how can you enjoy it? How can your people know to support you? How can your people know that you're crying out for help? You need to pace yourself. Yeah, that's a big deal in this journey. Breathe and rest. Rest when you need to rest, right? Get back to the goals, keep them before you, all the things. So just really pacing yourself. And when you write it out, when you're living it, when you're doing it every day, that'll help you do that. Most times we give until it's all gone. Like poof, it's gone because it's empty. But that will not be you. After we are on this journey together, that will no longer be you. So we're already claiming it. Now, one of the biggest foundations for abundant love, right? Methods that I've created is called the power hour, your power hour of love. And so you would want to say, my power hour belongs to me. That's where you're coming from with it. It's time for you. It's 30 to 60 minutes of time invested into yourself daily, rooted in love. It's reflections of yesterday, what went good, what didn't go good, intentions for today, right? How am I showing up? What do I need to get done today as I prepare for tomorrow? And tomorrow could literally be tomorrow or all the days that follow after tomorrow, right? Your future. And I want you all to know we're going to touch on this now, but this is really unit 2 is we're going to be unpacking the power hour, man, and how to really ensure that it's reaching you every day, right? And you're making the best out of that extra window of time that you're paying yourself first in time. People often ask me, hey, where did that come from? How did that formulate? And it came from my grandmother. She's old school. She was my mother raising me. Again, like I said, my mom passed when I was very young. So it was Granny, my granny baby. And she would be up early in the morning and you'd be like, what you doing, Granny? What you doing? She up coffee, bleach, house smelling like bleach, breakfast cook, watching her shows. And she got a whole list of stuff to do later, but she getting her me time in. And she said, I'm just getting my bearings, right? And she was just setting herself up to win. And that is where the power hour comes from. Our elders, those old school principles that are put into us to get up and get to it. Early bird catch the worm, right? When you do this, your results will include self-love, prioritizing that, right? Self-discovery. You're going to discover more of yourself because you're spending time with yourself. You're talking to yourself. You're being aware. And self-mastery. A beautiful thing to obtain is self-mastery. It's a constant thing, but it's a beautiful thing to obtain. What do you do with your hour? Some examples: prayer, I am affirmations, breathing and meditation, physical exercise, knowledge expansion, set your tone through music or things that you're listening to, right? Videos, audiobooks. Also, I like music, right? And so music can bring peace. Is that the jazz or is that the hip hop orchestra or soulful, soul music from the 60s and 70s, right? R&B jams, gospel. What is it that's helping you set your tone? Might just be, it don't have to take up, these things don't have to take up your whole hour either. It could be 10 minutes, right? Or your favorite power song, or your favorite, 15-minute workout, or your favorite meditation that's only 10 minutes. Like just add it up and you can do a few things. Don't have to overstuff it, but just pacing yourself for what to do. Also, mapping out your daily tasks. Make your list, right? I know I do Google Calendar and then Google, you actually have a physical planner sometimes, or you are writing notes down. You got notes in your phone, like what needs to be tackled today. What do you need to focus on today? Write that down so you don't miss nothing. And then what needs to carry over can carry over. It's not a problem. Some of that too for me on that list is preparing your home space for your return. That's a part of my self-love routine for myself. Because I know for me, right, I don't want to rush in and I've been working all day, overstimulated with all the people. I work multiple things, clients, jobs, all those things, right? I'm doing all the stuff. You know, many of you have families and kids and spouses and parents, right? And then now I'm like, oh, here goes some little time for me. Now I finally get to catch a breather and I got to clean my whole house, right? So I'm more of the early bird with that. I get up early. I make sure that everything, my bed is made, laundry needs to be on, like all those things are set. The tone is set. The kitchen's ready to either cook or to already been cooked, all the things. So when I come home, then I can rest and, restore myself for tomorrow. Especially when sometimes you have things that leak into the evening. Remember, consistency is key. And like I said, we'll dive even deeper into this in unit 2 for the power hour. And then abundant love does set the foundation, it sets the tone. So I want y'all to carry that with you. I want you to take a moment just to kind of breathe in, breathe out, look at that over in your workbooks and write some things down that you want to then come back to, right? You can't remember everything. Write it down, make it plain, take your notes. And I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.